January 24th, 2020. From Buffalo, Minnesota, this is episode 2 of the Buffalo Community Podcast. Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Buffalo Community Podcast, a podcast for the best small town in the USA. My name is Tyler Reese, and sitting next to me is my friend Mark Benzer. Mark, episode 2. We've doubled our productivity.
Right. Yeah. Who'd have thunk, right?
Yeah. Not some people I know. They think, oh, a podcast, whatever.
Right. Yeah. No, I think Tim and Patty Stucco were fantastic first guests.
Absolutely.
They certainly make our job easy.
Yeah.
With a lot of the positive feedback that we received, it's encouraging, and you know, this thing is only going to get better, you know, hopefully.
We really have you, the viewers, to thank for that. I think that first episode had more views than I anticipated on there for not having too many followers. So we especially thank you guys for watching and supporting and sharing, not only us, but the people that we have on as guests.
Absolutely.
Which probably waste no time in getting to our next guest.
Right.
All right.
We're excited to have with us lifetime and longtime residents of Buffalo, Minnesota. They've been leading the Buffalo Chamber of Commerce and Tourism Bureau since 2015. President and Program Manager Sue Olmscheid and Suzanne Odell. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for coming in. Excited to jump right into it is one question that I think a lot of people have. For people who don't know, what does a Chamber of Commerce do?
Not an unusual question.
Yeah.
Well, our mission statement is that we serve our business members, promote our local assets, and shape our future of our community.
Okay.
So we're here to help support our businesses. We're here to make Buffalo a great destination to have a business, to live in, to play in, as we're the tourism side as well, and then want to be a part of seeing Buffalo grow and prosper.
You and I have talked before as how many calls from Buffalo, New York do you get? Do you think?
How many do you answer? Yes.
Maybe 5 a week.
Every week, huh?
Every week.
Wow.
Yeah.
And once in a while, Longmire days in Wyoming, too.
Yep. And we've Buffalo, Oklahoma, another Buffalo in Texas. Yeah. So
You put the hard sell on. No, come up to the Midwest.
Yeah.
You know,
We know we have a
don't-
really good
Wyoming.
SEO because we're it.
That's awesome.
we know the New York's number, so we say, hey, it's 1-800. Like, oh, you've gotten this question before.
Yeah, no, we're really good. Just unpaid professionals for them.
We get one of the phone calls we got was really funny. It just started right off, and they said, hi. I need to know, do you know the height of all the bridges in Buffalo? I said, yes, I do. 0. You're looking for New York, aren't you? Yeah. Where did I call?
Wow.
Minnesota.
How many members does the chamber have?
Almost 300. 296 we're standing at today.
Okay.
So that's awesome.
So if you are a business and want to get involved, contact them and become a member of the chamber.
Correct.
On there.
It's a great way to be a part of the community, connect with other business leaders, and support the community you live in all the way around.
What could a chamber member expect as being a part of the chamber in terms of opportunities to network or volunteer or kind of engage with the community?
As far as the community goes, always looking for volunteers on all of our events. And I always think of, if you enjoy Buffalo Days as one of our longest standing events, obviously, if you and your family enjoy that, help support that so that you can continue to enjoy it. You know, it's been going on for 70 some years, but it's not a free event. It takes quite a bit to put on. And so supporting that as a business or supporting that as an individual, whether it's monetarily sponsoring the event or helping to volunteer to show the movies in the park or staging the parade. It takes a lot of effort to be in the parade as a unit. Yeah, it's a small community to put that thing on every year.
Mm-hmm. So that's maybe a revelation for me of really not knowing the extensiveness of what the chamber does on there. You just rattled off all those things that I just thought it happened.
Yep.
That's really naive of me to think so, but thanks for that. I know those are some pretty big events that I enjoy. Kids enjoy it too. I think it brings everybody around I thought we turned those off.
I did turn it off. I did turn it off.
That would be a good point to say cut.
Yeah, it'll be kind of fun for me to cut that out and then see how it
Splice it together.
transitions. I mean,
Or we could have just,
It was a call from New York.
oh
I
really?
was going to say, we could have said, oh, there's a new member now.
Right.
There's,
Yeah.
you know.
It's better that it was a call from
You
New
told me
York.
this wasn't live.
Actually,
All right. So on the subject of events, what's coming up? What's around the corner for the Buffalo Chamber and events as far as that goes?
Well, we have our Kites on Ice Festival, and we'll talk about that in a minute. After that, we have the Academic Luncheon, which is for Chamber members. We have the Golf Scramble, Scholarship Golf Scramble, which is for Chamber members and non-members. And then Buffalo Days, which is a week-long event, and that is for everybody, not just people in Buffalo, but all over the county. After that, we have the Arts and Craft Festival, which is always the third Saturday in August. We get at least 2,000 people that come to that, and this is our 37th year of having a Buffalo Arts and Craft Festival. The last event of the year is our Deck the Halls event, which is always the first Saturday in December. We have horse-drawn wagon rides. Of course, Santa comes in a fire truck, and this year, in 2020, we will have reindeer.
real reindeer?
Real reindeer.
live
That's
So
awesome.
live reindeer, which will be great. A great photo opportunity.
Yeah.
But our Kites on Ice Festival is coming up February 8th.
Okay.
This is our second annual Kites on Ice. Last year it was 14 below, but we had 2,000 people there.
Wow.
It was huge. We have kites the size of a basketball court
Yeah.
flying in the air, and then we have a build a kite workshop so kids can build a kite. This is our kites that are going to be this year. Kids will come into the tent.
And Sue
Which-
made this one.
Woo, I
This
did.
is your
Quite
work.
fun. Yes,
So
Wow.
they get to color it. It's a whole kit. They get to color it. We put on the string for them. The tails are already attached. We put on the boning, and so it's a quick, easy thing to do. They can color it any way they want, and then they get to go outside and fly it.
And fly it.
So it's awesome.
How much did that cost for somebody to come and build a
Zero.
kite? $0
$0
for everybody to come there.
because we have Buffalo Rotary is the sponsor for the Build a
Buffalo
Kite
Rotary.
workshop. So
Awesome.
they purchased 400
Yep, over 400
Yeah.
kites.
400 kites. So
We're ready.
Awesome.
Yes.
Ready for the masses
Yes.
of children.
How does this come to be? Like, how did you get the idea
Suzanne
to have
discovered
a
it.
kite festival?
I saw a 2-sentence ad in a magazine in the cities that said, Color the Wind Kite Festival, Clear Lake, Iowa, February. I thought, kites in February?
Yeah.
That's got to be odd.
That's what I thought the
really
first time I
odd.
heard it
So
too.
I went and Googled it, and sure enough, they've been doing it
Yeah.
for, 18, 19 years.
Right.
And I thought, well, I'm going to go down there and just check it out.
Yeah.
And wow,
Right.
this is so cool. I
Yeah.
could stand right under the kite. And it was just, so I came back to Sue and I said, we could do this.
Yep.
We got the perfect venue
And people showed
on the
up.
lake.
It was
In
negative
14 below
below.
weather, they
Yeah.
showed up.
Yes.
If I remember correctly, there wasn't much wind that day either,
No.
but that big
We used
octopus,
it, yeah.
and you might see it on the screen right now because I've got some drone footage
Yeah,
of it,
yeah.
still got up in the air and
Yeah.
it flew for
Yeah.
a couple of hours
Yep.
on there. So
Yep.
it was huge
Yeah.
ones. I didn't know they built
And he's
kites that
kind
big.
of that and the bowl kite, the circle one, are kind of meant to stay low. They're not meant to fly
Sure.
really
Mhm.
high.
Yeah.
So, which is kind of cool because then you kind of get to walk up and
Yeah,
it's
sure.
See the
yeah.
enormity.
But the other ones, fly up very high. We have the Minnesota Kite Society, which is obviously here in the cities, and they come out and they're help put it together. So we have 8-10 kite flyers with them. We have kite flyers coming from Wisconsin, Iowa, and North Dakota
Sure.
coming here,
Okay.
flying their kites. So, and then of course we encourage people to bring their own kites.
Yeah.
Or make the kite and fly it. So it's
and we'll
really
have some available to buy
Yeah.
this year too. So
We
you,
are
you
having-
don't have one.
dog sled race,
Really?
or not races, rides
Okay.
this year, which
Wow.
is new, and some family activities that are put on by the civic organizations. More food trucks. So
This
bigger,
thing's just
better.
going to keep growing. Isn't it?
That's our goal. Like,
year one
add
was such a
something new every
success
year. Yep.
with all sorts of adversity with weather. And
Hopefully, when you crack the can of pop, it doesn't immediately
Yeah.
freeze.
Right.
Yeah, the beer was slushy.
Yeah, the beer
Yeah.
does
Yeah.
slush, the pop
Not
is
always a bad
frozen.
thing.
But yeah,
And it's not just Kite Festival. I think there's a Cornhole Tournament.
Yeah,
that
we're
is going
looking
along
for
with
some
it.
players. So if you know anybody who likes to toss some bags, that helps kind of support the event as well.
Sure.
Bring a little outside income for that, since most everything else is free. So yeah, looking for teams if you guys are
How do they sign up?
interested. Go to the chamber website, buffalochamber.org.
buffalochamber.org at the bottom of your screen right here, or click the link in the video description or anywhere you can find it. You know how to find it, buffalochamber.org.
Yeah, or just give us a call.
Perfect.
Is there an entry fee for that?
Yes, $40 a team, and they get a custom mug full of their beverage of choice as part of their
And
fee.
cash prize.
And a cash prize if they win, first and second place.
Awesome.
So just win.
Just
You're
win.
going down. I'm throwing bags that day.
Yeah.
Going down.
Yeah.
Calling it right
Yeah.
now. Calling
Yes.
it right now.
Yes, and thanks for being a sponsor.
Oh,
Cornhole sponsor. So
absolutely.
It is awesome to see all the logos of all the supporting
It is.
sponsors, lined up on the boards and in the field there. It's pretty cool.
Yep. I think last year, there was some fire pits out there. So even though it was 14 below, people stayed warm. I mean, multiple ones on there. We had some TV press for Buffalo there as well. Who was that came out?
That was Kare 11, so it was Minnesota bound. So we were on last Sunday night after the 10 o'clock news, and if you missed it, we'll be on again this Saturday. So tomorrow after the 6 o'clock news on Kare 11.
Sure. When this drops, that will be a week ago, but we'll actually do a teaser right now, today, this afternoon, saying this episode is going to be January 24th, 2 weeks before the festival, on the 24th here. But we're going to do a teaser here, so we know that watch Kare 11 on the promotional video for the Kites on Ice on there.
we'll also be on
Channel 9. Channel 9 on the 5th.
on the 5th.
Yep.
Wow.
You guys are getting
So-
We'll be
Getting
on the
mega
Buzz,
press.
the Morning
Good at
Buzz,
mega press.
with
Yeah.
Alex and Keith Marler.
right.
We did that last year. It was a lot
Yeah,
of
I
fun.
remember
And we
that.
had a kite flyer that actually was outside,
Yep.
demoing a little bit. So
Awesome.
they have us back again, which is great.
You've been on TV a lot.
We have had quite a bit of press with it,
That's awesome.
which is great.
Local businesses were sponsors of some of this part of this event, and Buffalo Rotary, of course. But if you're not a business owner, how does the general community get involved at the chamber? Is it just asking questions, or can they do anything? Do you have to be a business owner to volunteer?
Not to volunteer. We'll take volunteers in any flavor at all, because we're always in need of them. But no, I think the the Buffalo Days event, that's supported by community members as well. I mean, we reach out to the businesses, but if the community finds value in that event and wants to keep it going, we appreciate any donations towards those events for sure. As far as the community, what the chamber does is we're a resource. So we don't get a ton of walk-in traffic. It's not like our doors swinging open all the time, but when it is, it's for people coming to look for somebody, something, some business, some help. They're moving to the area. What do we have as far as apartment listings or real estate opportunities, or can you give us information on the school district? Sometimes it's a business opportunity. They might be just coming to opening a business in Buffalo, and what can we share with them about our community? Suzanne gets calls all the time too. I mean, she's just kind of the 911, I don't know what, the information person,
Yeah.
can you give me, what was it last week? Give me the phone number for Shopco.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
Or hearing aids.
Yep. So we're a resource, but it's good for the business side because they're calling the chamber, and we're of course going to refer our chamber member businesses. So that's kind of one of the biggest and best things about being a chamber member is that when people are looking, they're coming here first and they're going to find you. And on our website, they can come to our website. And if you're on our listing as a chamber member, which they all are, they can go right to the link to your website and makes it easy. And they know that they're finding business leaders in our community by coming to the chamber first.
It's cool that people are still utilizing that resource with Google and with internet. People can be so self-sufficient, and I'm looking for whatever XYZ service, and just cool to hear that people are still picking up the phone, calling the chamber and saying, I need help with this or that, and you're able to promote and support local business in that capacity.
We advocate for our members. So we're out there promoting them and sharing their name and sharing them on our Facebook page. So it's all about our members and what we can do for them, how we can help them.
You've been serving in this role since 2015. So for the last 5 years, things have probably changed even in 5 years, but even if we go back 10, 15 years, has your role, the role of any Chamber of Commerce changed over that time?
Social media is huge. And Suzanne takes care of that all at our office, but you have to be on all those platforms just like any other business, because you have to be where your members are, and that's where they are. So whether it's LinkedIn or Twitter or Facebook, that's where you're reaching the masses. And so that certainly has been a change, even in the 5 years we've been there. I mean, there was none of that really 5 years ago.
And they can find you on what platforms?
Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Instagram.
Okay, by searching for Buffalo Chamber. Okay,
New York or Buffalo? Or
And Alaska.
so search them, go follow them. I know there's a lot of great content out there for that. It's a good avenue of. There's probably more website traffic on social platforms than actual websites these days on there, because it's a quick way to engage with those people asking for. Did the Bills win last weekend in Buffalo? On there.
True.
One thing that Sue does is has a weekly e-newsletter to our chamber members. And once that goes out, then I like to take those highlights and put them on our Facebook and Twitter pages and post them on there, like our new members, so that people who aren't chamber members get to see how we're growing and who we're growing with. And realize that, this person now is a chamber member. That gives them instant credibility, and I want to do business with them. They're local. That maybe that's my neighbor, or his kid goes to school with their kid, and that type of thing. So, or our chamber ambassadors are on the move, and this is where they're going. So I like to share a lot of those things with the public so they can kind of understand us a little bit better, what we do.
Yep. One of my favorite is whose chamber member building is this on there? And it's,
We have a lot of
it's a
fun
little
with
bit. I get a kick out of that.
Yeah. Well, and that newsletter is another thing that has evolved from basically just being an email with some text communication to being a very nice layout with very interactive pieces with colorful photographs with easy register here, links to do things. And so that has changed greatly of recent too. So it's all about
technology.
Yep. Connecting and being on the platforms and being where people, can see it on the fly and on their mobile device and all that as well.
At any time, at their convenience.
Yep.
I have probably a two-part question here. Is there something unique about the chamber that people might not know?
We were pondering this question yesterday, and we laughed. It's kind of like where we are and who we are not.
Sure.
Okay.
People don't know often that we're the building next to the post office, because we're a house. We do have the big electronic sign, but otherwise we kind of look like a residential.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're hoping to change that at some point. And the other piece is who we are not. We laugh about that.
People think we're the city.
We are not.
Can you transfer me to water and utilities?
No.
Can't do that. Or
you're going to need a little work on your end right here. Hang up and call this number.
Or I want to put a sign up. Well, what form do I use? Well,
Or they just kind of refer to, like they think Buffalo Days, the city puts on.
Right.
And at one point in the history, I believe it obviously did.
Sure.
And the city is like key to helping us put that on. But it's really
all the details.
It's all the chamber. So
right here,
people,
same with the Arts
kind
and
of think we're one
Craft
and the
Festival or the Kites Festival, because it happens in the city, and it's the Buffalo Kites on Ice. They think the city is automatically puts that on, and that my tax monies are going to put that on, and it's not. It's all sponsorship.
Full disclosure, I thought it was the city, on there.
Yeah.
So I definitely learned something.
And we work very closely.
Yeah, we
with
couldn't
the
do it
city.
without the city.
No,
Right.
no, and they work with us, and we work very well together. So
If you guys weren't with the chamber, what do you think you guys would be doing?
I used to work with the school district part-time, and I was there for 17 years. So I suppose the natural fit would probably be with the school district in some capacity. But when this position came open, again, I was here 10 years ago.
Yep.
And now I'm back, and this is really my forte, really something I enjoy doing. So that's a hard question for me.
Well, we appreciate all the work
Yeah.
that we do now. Now everybody knows how much you guys do.
Yeah.
So we appreciate that. I'm glad it's your forte
Yes,
on there.
yes.
So it's a great fit.
No, it's good, and it's a passion of mine as well, being born and raised here. I don't know. I walk and talk Buffalo, and so it's just a natural fit to want to be at the chamber office and be able to do that on a daily basis. If not, I had 25 years of human resources, so you tend to gravitate with what you know, and I probably would. I enjoyed that as well, and I enjoyed training and employee communication that way, so that would probably be something I would gravitate back towards too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, we're glad to have you in the roles you're
Yeah,
in.
thanks. We enjoy it.
It's good communication, emails, updates. I mean, if you're a member, and it's pretty hard to claim you didn't know about something. I think you guys do a really good job of putting it out there in all the different formats and avenues that we communicate nowadays. So, yeah, it's a great organization to be a part of. So, if you're not a part of it, consider it.
BuffaloChamber.org. Last week, I asked Buffalo Community Podcast followers if they had any questions for you, and I only got one. Are we going to get a Chipotle anytime soon? but I got that question like 10 times.
Yes.
So
I just keep thinking if Chipotle ever thinks that we're the right market for them and open here, we will be the largest grand open they will have in their history. Because the whole world will show up.
or none of us will believe it.
Right? Yeah.
On there.
That's
So
funny.
That's a good one. I like that. I would like to see more restaurants come to town. So Chipotle,
Mhm.
yeah,
But we're getting to be more of that destination with having the tap room and having the wine bar and the speakeasy, and we have an escape room, and we have paintball field. We have unique things here
Yeah.
that maybe we as living here kind of just take for granted. But when people think about, well, let's go to this small town or that, or we have those same amenities here. So sometimes we, as people living here, don't think of it that way, but people visiting here sure think Buffalo's very quaint. They like the small town charm. So we keep working.
Lots of people that call or come in and they want to move here. They want to live closer to their kids, which are Monticello and St. Michael or Maple Grove, but they see Buffalo and they like Buffalo.
Sure.
And they like the quaintness, the small town feel, the amenities, the events, and they want to live here.
Yeah. I 100% agree. I don't think I'll ever leave Buffalo. I grew up here. I married the girl 5 doors down from me. Her parents have been here forever. That's exactly what I love about Buffalo. When people ask, I said, I'm all in on Buffalo.
Yeah.
We've got great amenities, great schools, just the flow of it. Yeah, you have nice travel routes with 25 and 55, but we have probably the best downtown ever. On there to be a part of that.
Active.
And very, very active for sure.
Yeah.
Anytime, try and go get a parking spot downstairs, down to go to a deli or something.
Right.
Yeah. And I was talking with someone yesterday. I said, we're very fortunate we have an active community theater and orchestra that have been 25 and 30 years, and again, living here, we just think that that's
Right.
normal, but that's something pretty special.
Well, we're glad we have people like you guys to be the voice of that when some of us do take that for granted of how awesome Buffalo is and all those events. If you reminded us with it, it was the Kite Festival, the Academic Luncheon, the Golf Outing, Buffalo Days, and then Arts and Crafts in August, and then the Deck the Halls in December on there.
Good memory.
Yeah.
So
Way to go.
Yes.
You're hired. You want to be a chamber ambassador?
Right.
We'll share this. Yeah, we'll share this video on there. So those are all awesome activities that we're really excited about sharing and participating in.
Yeah.
On there.
We appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks for
The
having
support.
us. That's nice.
Are we missing anything?
I think just for the community at large, just to support local. Just if you love Buffalo and you want Buffalo to continue to prosper and grow, then do your business here with our members, with our retail, with our restaurants, and support all that we have going.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming in.
All right.
Appreciate it.
So, episode 2 in the books. Tyler, I think that went pretty well.
Me too. Couldn't be happier. It was a great guest that we had on today, which kind of leads us to our viewers, really. Thanks for listening this long. And you know where to find us on all of our social platforms by searching Buffalo Community Podcasts. You can also listen to the audio only on your favorite podcast apps, including iTunes, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. If you would, please leave us a 5-star review. It helps us get new listeners and helps us bring new, fresh content every other week. Mark, until next time.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Perfect. Podcasts, iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio.
I do hard tradio. That's one of my favorites.
I've got a couple of doilies for sale.
Yeah.
Be willing to trade a chicken egg for 2 of them. You can call me at 320 Mountain Coquedo.